In this video, we are going to learn about area of a triangle. So you see here pictured a triangle, and our formula for area of a triangle is area equals 1/2 base times height. So to figure this out, you would want to identify the base of the triangle, which in this picture is right here. And then you would want to identify the height of the triangle, which in this triangle is right here. The important piece is that the base and the height must be perpendicular to each other. So let's take a look. So I'm going to start by writing the formula for area of a triangle. Area equals 1/2 base times height. And then I'm going to plug in what I know. So 1/2 the base. So in this triangle, the base is 12, and then times the height, which in this triangle, the height is 8. And you can see that they make a right angle together, so I can use those as the base and the height. So then I'm going to go ahead and work it out. 1/2 of 12 is 6, and 6 times 8 is 48. So our answer is 48 inches squared. So the area of this triangle is 48 inches squared. All right, so taking a look at the next one, I'm going to write my formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. And I'm going to plug in what I know. So 1/2 times the base. So in this triangle, the base is 21. And then the height is 8. And again, you can see that they make a right angle, so those are the two sides that I want to use. So to work this out, I can do half of one of these two numbers. So half of 8 is 4, and 4 times 21 is, is 84. So the answer here is 84 feet squared, and we always say square units when we're talking about area. Let's take a look at the next example. So in number 3, we're going to write the formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. In this problem, the base is 8. So our base is 8 and our height is 5. And again, see how they make a right angle with each other. So I can use those two dimensions as the base and the height. So to work this out, half of 8 is 4, and 4 times 5 is 20. So the answer is 20 meters squared. All right, let's do one more example. So in this example, again, I'm going to write the formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Area equals 1/2. And now I have to decide what the base and the height are. Again, the base and the height have to be perpendicular to each other. I'm going to call this the base right here, the 10. And perpendicular to that is the height, which is 6. So I know that one looks a little bit different, but the height is the distance from the base to the highest point of the triangle, and they have to be right angles, so that those are the base and the height in this example. So now to work this out, half of 10 is 5, and 5 times 6 is 30. So the answer is 30 feet squared. So those are some examples of how to find area of a triangle. So now we're going to actually do some problems that involve the opposite. So instead of finding the area, we're going to find one of the missing dimensions. In this first problem, you can see we're going to find the missing height. So we're going to start by writing our formula for area of a triangle. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug in the information we know. We know the area is 180, so that goes in for A. They give us 1/2. The base is 20. And we do not know the height, so I'm just going to leave that as H. So to work this out, I'm going to simplify. So I have 180 equals half of 20 is 10, H. And then to finish, I need to undo the multiplication. So I'm going to divide both sides by 10. So these cancel, and H equals 180 divided by 10 is 18. And then we got to put our unit on there, which is centimeters. So we just figured out that the height must be 18 centimeters. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. In the next one, we are missing the base. So we are trying to find this dimension right here. So we're going to start with our formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. And we're going to plug in what we know. So we know the area is 228. So that goes in for A. And we do not know the base, so I'm going to write 1/2. We do not know the base, but we do know the height is 19. Okay, and there's multiplication signs between these. So the next thing we're going to do is simplify. So 228 equals, and so now we're going to do half of 19. So 1/2 of 19 is 9.5. All right, and then we need to solve for our base. So I'm going to divide both sides by 9.5. And these cancel, and I get the base equals, so we're going to do 225 divided by 9.5, and, I'm sorry, 228 divided by 9.5, and when we do that, we get 24. And the units is meters, so our base is 24 meters long. So this is 24 meters right here. All right, let's take a look at how you can find a missing dimension. Okay, so in this one, we're going to try to find the missing height. So the formula is area equals 1/2 base times height. The area is 152, so that goes in for A. And then we have 1/2. The base is 16, and then we do not know the height. The next thing we're going to do is simplify. Half of 16 is 8, and so now we have 8h. And then to solve, we're going to divide both sides by 8. So h equals, and we're going to do 152 divided by 8, which gives us 19, and the unit on that would be feet. Okay, so we put 19 feet here. So our height was 19 feet. All right, let's do one more example. So in this one, we're going to find the missing base. So we start with our formula, area equals 1/2 base times height. Area equals 42. 1/2, we do not know the base, but we do know the height is 6. So that's what that looks like. So now we have 42 equals, half of 6 is 3, so when we simplify, we get 3b. And then to finish this, we're going to divide both sides by 3. So these cancel, and b equals 42 divided by 3 gives you 14, and this is yards. So the base was 14 yards, and up here in our picture, this would be 14 yards. So those are some examples of how you can use area of a triangle to find a missing dimension.